Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Real Housewives of Miami star allegedly hired PI in explosive feud. While reality TV viewers are used to drama happening on screen, a former star of The Real Housewives of Miami is alleging that some major off-screen activities involving a private investigator caused her to leave the show entirely. Dr. Nicole Martin, who first appeared in The Real Housewives of Miami Season 4, announced her departure from the show prior to The Real Housewives of Miami Season 7. According to Parade, Dr. Nicole recently revealed on an episode of her podcast, Scrubs to Stilettos, that she and her husband were the target of a private investigator, and Dr. Nicole claimed that the private investigator was hired by a cast member. Though Dr. Nicole did not name which cast member hired the PI to follow her and her husband, she said that she felt like they were really trying to hurt me and my family. Dr. Nicole's shocking allegation against a cast member is damning. It implies that cast members are trying to manipulate storylines and are going to great lengths off-camera in order to do so. Hiring a private investigator to follow fellow cast members is over the line, and Nicole speaking up about it is important. Dr. Nicole's choice not to name the alleged cast member is a way for her to speak her truth but not fan the flames of negativity. If what Dr. Nicole is saying is true, her choice not to reveal who did it is her way of taking the high road. Dr. Nicole has a platform with her podcast, and she has every right to speak up about a distressing situation such as this. This is not the first time a Housewives star has accused another of playing dirty. Whether it's leaking stories to the press, colluding with online bloggers and content creators, or planting evidence, Housewives cast members have a strong legacy of blurring the lines between entertainment and manipulating storylines. Still, this incident is a bit more extreme. Paying someone to follow a fellow cast member and their family to the point where that cast member felt unsafe is unacceptable. Dr. Nicole is right in exposing it. It'll be interesting to see if the alleged perpetrator's name ends up surfacing online. At the end of the day, this is a reality show meant to entertain. Crossing the line by hiring outside sources to dig up dirt on someone shouldn't be tolerated. If Bravo wants to make a statement, they'll address this situation head-on and have real consequences if it's proven to be true. In the glittering, sun-soaked world of The Real Housewives of Miami, drama is as common as Botox and designer heels. But this week, the tension has boiled over into something darker, more scandalous, and possibly criminal. Allegations are swirling like a Florida hurricane that one of the show's stars secretly hired a private investigator to dig up dirt on her castmates, igniting an explosive feud that threatens to fracture the group forever. It all began at a lavish dinner party hosted by none other than Lisa Hochstein. The setting was pure Miami excess, crystal chandeliers, white roses dripping off the table, waiters serving champagne and caviar. But behind the glitz, a storm was brewing. Tensions between RHON veterans Adriana de Mora and Larsa Pippen had been escalating for weeks, but no one expected what would come next. Halfway through the third course, Gertie Abrera broke the silence. "Someone at this table," she said slowly, placing her champagne flute down with precision, "hired a private investigator to follow me, and I know who it was." Gasps echoed. Forks froze midair. Lisa blinked rapidly. Larsa's lips parted in surprise. But it was Alexia Napola who leaned forward, eyes narrowed with curiosity, and something more dangerous. "Are you saying what I think you're saying, Gertie?" she asked. "I'm saying one of you crossed a line," Gertie snapped, her voice quivering with both fury and fear. "And I'm not going to be quiet about it." The room erupted. Voices layered over each other, denials, accusations, frantic questioning. But Gertie didn't flinch. She reached into her clutch and pulled out what looked like a manila envelope. Slowly, theatrically, she opened it and scattered the contents on the table. Photos of her at lunch, at her child's school, even at a doctor's appointment. All time-stamped. all clearly taken without her knowledge. "I got these from a friend in private security," she said, glaring down the table. "They intercepted communications from a licensed PI working in Coral Gables. Guess who was listed as the client?" Silence fell. Gertie didn't wait. She turned to Adriana. "You hired someone to dig into my life. Why?" Adriana's eyes widened. "That's insane. I would never." "Don't lie," Gertie shouted. "I know about the burner phone. I know about the Venmo payments from that fake account. I have it all." Larsa leaned back, arms folded, smirking slightly. "Wow, looks like someone brought all the receipts." Alexia added, "I mean, this is next level. We argue, sure, but this is something else." Adriana, still stunned, finally found her voice. "Okay, fine, I wanted to protect myself. After what happened last season, after the lies and backstabbing, I felt like someone had it out for me. I needed to know who was feeding stories to the press. I didn't mean to spy on Verdi specifically, it was just surveillance to protect myself." "By invading someone else's privacy?" Lisa asked, horrified. "You followed me to my doctor's office," Gertie said, voice cracking. "You had someone watching my child. What part of that is protecting yourself?" The tension reached its breaking point. Adriana stood, her chair scraping loudly against the marble floor. "You think you're all so perfect? Half of you have skeletons in your walk-in closets. I'm the only one who had the guts to find out the truth." "You mean the paranoia," Alexia said coolly. "You let it consume you." What had started as petty gossip had now escalated into a full-scale scandal. Bravo's cameras reportedly stopped filming briefly during the fallout, unsure of how to handle the legal implications. According to insiders, production has since resumed, but under strict confidentiality guidelines. Behind the scenes, the drama deepened. Gertie's legal team allegedly served a cease and desist to Adriana within 48 hours. Rumors swirled that Adriana was being encouraged to take a break from filming for her own mental health. Meanwhile, Larsa, never one to miss an opportunity, posted a cryptic Instagram story the next morning. A magnifying glass emoji followed by, "What's done in the dark will always come to light." Fans went wild. On Twitter, #Pegate trended for 2 days. But the most shocking development came days later when Page 6 reported that Adriana might not have acted alone. Whispers within Miami's social scene hinted that another housewife, allegedly Marisol Patton, had encouraged Adriana to hire the investigator. She said, "If you want to survive this season, you better get some leverage." A source quoted Adriana as saying, "And I was desperate." Marisol, of course, denied everything. "I've never told anyone to hire a PI," she told local Miami press. But hey, if the truth hurts, maybe that's the real issue.